I have to agree, man. That's exactly what they're hoping for, right? I mean, they've proven their CT sides to be so lethal, and Ancient of all maps in the pool currently is the most CT-sided favored. The fact that they get to start in on this half is so good, and already we're seeing some great utility. Kel, you gotta get up.
Good. And he's gonna burn. They get finished off by Iris, and on the entry, Nero can't do much. The entire site crumbles. Do they have a retake in it? Oh, snap! Last 2 bullets in the mag, 2 headshots. As much as there is to be said about these guys, they're good at cooking heads. Snap will eventually get knocked down. The lesser puts the round to rest. Eros, big time round to be winning. A T-side pistol on Ancient.
What was that round right there? I don't know if there was much escape. Maybe Kel was actually waiting for his teammates to smoke the molly. Truly have no idea, though. But anyways, Eros able to hold on to the opening pistol round and get themselves off to the races here on the T side. I think that needs to be the way that they can kick this one off, right? T side pistols can really bolster a healthy T side, especially just getting on track early with the good economy. You have luck testing the waters here so low, but this is a bold move. One close by, but dealt with handedly. No questions asked.
Here for now, Nero peeking out from the red room, looking for a maybe. The job. 3 players are swinging from the red hall. Kel will get his 1. Luck is still holding towards bottom middle. Don't want to hand that rifle over. Kel, nice headshot there from Luck, and just leaving Snap. Okay, not happening today. Eros. All right, well, good news. They can get past the eco. Bad news, it's all guns for Timbermen.
Guns blazing here, that's for sure. And this has been a pretty common theme for Timbermen. They oftentimes are going to go for those saves in the second round. Unless they get like a bomb plant if they're on T side. But in this occasion, they set themselves early with the rifle rounds. We'll see what they have for the opening. Early mid control is attempted. Interesting smoke thrown out here from the T side. I don't know if that was intended for the red room, but it certainly has landed their anticipated spot. But Gonzo with the drive by Seb with the MP7, atypical on the weaponry, but still works out for those 2 B players that have instantly dropped.
This is an excellent, perfect T side start here for Eros. This round doesn't seem as retakeable as it is on Vertigo, but maybe with Nero finding that kill, if he groups up with his teammates, he could make it happen. Right now, wait, Shane just found Seb also spamming through the smoke. Turning on his head, Lesser reveals his position, playing his hand. Might catch some players off guard, but Shane on the trade. Luck, 1v1. Nero so low, 19 HP, with Nero on the off angle, and Luck looks away. Yet another retake for the Timbermen.
Add that one to the tally, man. These guys are so confident in the retake ability. Enough time for the defuse, you won't get it on off, and success continues in that sense for Timbermen. Narrowly, though. They barely hold on, but the skin of their teeth are able to move forward with the first round. And again, I mean, we talk about comfort on the T side of Ancient. I feel like, 4 or 5 is good. Anything else is going to be really, really important. So if you're able to topple that economy on Eros, and you could actually put yourself in a better position, even though you lost the round.
Smoke. Missed the mark. It's a nice one-way out to middle, and basically full mid control for the CT side. Meantime, though, Cave is the end goal here. It's Kel's MP9 that's on the other side. But Lester will be able to sneak himself into a corner and establish that part of the map. Looking to quickly transition this one into an execute. That same molly going into this one. Kel up close with the MP9. Trades go through. 2 for 1. Pinstripe and kill feed is there. Does clean up onto Seb. Snav, though, getting aggressive inside the smoke. There's a boost calling over his boy. There for the boost up Snav, but Gonzo is prepared. And Snav is going to hit the dirt. 3-on-3. Can another retake happen here for the Timbermen? Gonzo pinned down on the sight pillar. Douche landed, though, onto Dare. It's important that Gonzo at least escapes here with the frag, if not stalls for time. And again, he'll find Dare just on the jiggle peak. Edge of the smoke. Nero will hit the dirt. And Eros finally are able to put their hands up to this CT side retake.
That's what I'm talking about right there. No more retaking coming through from Timbermen. And this is a setup that Eros have given themselves. It comes down to a 1v1 for Timbermen for the single round that they've been able to gather so far. And now it's really straining that economy. They're not quite in double save territory. They get a healthy eco in this one, and they should be right back into buy rounds here. But still, you're going to gather likely 4 rounds off the back of that victory right there. And you're kind of getting closer and closer to that. This is the worry that I'm talking about. When we say we missed their smoke earlier towards Red Room, you can play a pretty effective one-way right there if you're the CT side.
Fantastically placed Molly, though, that knocks out game. What? Oh, Dare. This could be massive, but he can't hit the headshot. If he did take down Irish, that would easily be turned into a double kill. Sprinting into Donut. Here we go. Stampeding, and Stampede meets brick wall. Nero, headshot. Any others from Snap? No. And it does get cleaned up. Cool shot there from Nero. But 4-1 for Eros. Excellent, excellent T-side start. There were lots of concerns, at least we voiced it prior to this match, but Eros seems to be slowly dissipating with every round they win.
Slowing things down just a little bit in the momentum camp for Timbermen. Keeping them at bay, keeping those retakes away for the most part. But again, there's a chance to bounce back. See if they're able to do so here. No utility thrown out early towards Cat. Eros are being able to grab some of this crucial map control pretty much for free of charge. Pressure applied towards Cat. Mid goes wrong for Nero. Irish gonna catch Nero off guard right there. That's a big opening pick.
It's honestly Nero who had Irish off guard. He fired first. It almost worked. Look at this. Smoke drop for Snav. Just trying to get very bratty around him. In the meantime, they're just going to pop the execute. Immediately, Kel still out towards the side pillar, though. And he is very unclear, but I think his barrel was seen. And Lesser also finding Dare. Wait, did he just wallbang him straight through the cave wall? Yeah, Dare is a dead man inside a cave. Shane and Snav bringing it back. 2v5. Can this flank come through in time, though, from Irish? Oh, they've just slipped through his fingers. The bomb down on the site. Irish. Oh, it's perfect position. Low HP for Shane. 14 HP. 1 bullet will do 7. Is holding for it. And Eros will get the round. They still get close, but every T-side round, it's worth its weight in gold, Cole.
Oh, man. So you're telling me he got spammed straight through the wall right there, right?
Yeah, by a single op shot. A headshot.
Are you kidding? He lost his teammate. I mean, we saw the attempted effort there. How long there was time being bought from Kel. He was staying alive behind the pillar for so long, expecting maybe his teammate to take the first point of contact, but instead he just gets annihilated through the wall. That is crazy. A little bit of fortune favoring Eros in that round, surely. But they will take it happily. They will take us into a third over another.
AK.
Ooh. Yeah, that's not what you want to give over right now.
Still, though, the A site is under threat right now, Cole. Irish will be able to walk up near to receive. Of course, you have to readjust, and Old Deagle wins that, man. That, like, looking back on it, Old Deagle is so broken. My gosh.
Oh, yeah. There's so many kills nowadays. You just know we're going to go swinging the way. But that's a headshot there. Doesn't matter what Deagle you have, it's going to work out. Shane continues his rampage. One more around the corner. Lesser puts a silence to things, but they're already closing in. The shelters have arrived onto the scene. That's a nice shot at least. One flanking in. Is he aware of it? 10 HP? Not in time. Kel put an end to things right there. And Timbermen, they steal a round away.
All right. Those type of rounds are always the greatest ones to rob. They boost your economy so much here for Timbermen. If there's anything to bounce you back into the game, it's that. That's going to be the force buy back in for Team Eros. Mac 10s for Gonzo, and the rest regular rifles. You know what I can see from this map right now so far, Cole, though, is Timbermen don't necessarily have all the meta protocols that I see from necessarily top teams.
Yeah. especially on that CT side. Even, you know, just lacking some of the smoke spam as well. We haven't seen too much of that on the
There, though.
Ooh.
That's going to work. Even while blind, he'll take a pot shot in a second, going into the back lanes, catching them out. Now, Dare gets blindsided, however, by Irish, and that is an off for retrieval, but there's a missed CT smoke. And that allows Nero to capitalize on the kill, playing inside the corner, but luck. Big kill. Irish has an off. Can he make this one work? But he's out in the open right now. He is, he's about to get picked off from the back lanes. It's Nero's going to swing in. Now Luck from Cave swings into 2 players. And there's your retake there for the Timbermen.
Another successful one right there, but this comes down potentially a concerning round right there. Irish nearly breaks their hearts with the op, but instead they successfully pulled off. Money's going to be a little bit limited here for Eros, but again, we're talking about a pretty comfortable scoreline so far. You're happy with 5. You'd like a little bit extra on that T side. I'm with you. There's some discomfort in the Timberman camp. When it comes to this map, you can kind of tell, but still, they have those shots. They still have that firepower that can be brought to the table. We've already seen it with a Deagle round that started the spree.
Alright, 2 mollies. No, never mind my comment on not knowing the meta. They have their 2 mollies down towards bottom middle. At least securing mid control. Finding Steph straight up. But, oh, okay. They have 1 Deeks of their own. Gonzo's been able to hit bigger so far today. Can't make it 2, though, against Nero. And Snav. Moving around. Luck. Ring to try and walk through the smoke. That's the bomb that just goes tumbling in the middle. Nero, however, down to 3 points of health. Snav may be considering a push at a cave. Is greed good, my friends? You're about to find out. And it seems to be greed is just perfect for Snav. Hunting the eco kills. Timbermen are slowly wheeling themselves back into the game.
They're getting some consistent success finally, able to stack up some cash. They get some good utility. And like you said, they're starting to throw some of that, you know, early mid util. They're doubling down on the mollies, making sure that they can grab that early space for free without any worry of Eros punishing. So they're turning the tide just a little bit here in half, and they certainly need to give themselves more room to work with. Again, mid control is going to be a consistent priority. Eros ready for a cap keep pretty early on, moving past all of this. Doesn't spot a single thing, though.
Teammates Molly, though, will basically lock him out from the peak he wanted. Once it fades, however, a teammate smoke will, but now, an edge. An edge inside of that, he will take the kill. And that will just leave Eros a man down. And scrambling for answers here, because that CT side of Timberman begins to heat up, as well as a dink landed, too.
Or found as well off that dink. That's probably been heard. So, you know, there's a little more presence to be made. They got a minute left on the clock, and they're just starting to make their endeavors through middle. The one problem being they have to deal with Nero, and in this angle, more than any other, I feel like is good for a multi-killer too, especially if Nero's at the helm.
And been hitting shots. 2 headshots found there for Nero. That puts the round to rest, Cole. 2v5, 40 seconds. Little utility. You can see how they're stacking up the A site too, trying to anticipate the next move. From Timberman, Seb is going to fall back into spawn. Not much to say here. For Eros, at least the awareness factor, a new move from Dare shown off on this one. Quick opening kill and get decimated out middle by Nero. It's just sometimes you're just able to get away with those kind of multi-kills. And there's not really a way you can deal with that.
And not too much fight that you can put up, especially on that position. That's going to be something that is really hard for Eros to deal with here, as they have 5 rounds left in the first half. Are you going to be able to gather that mid control? Are you even going to be able to set your crosshairs towards A? A couple of times that they've tried that, they've been dealt with pretty handedly. With the Deagles even. So maybe just an avoidance of that side of the map is going to be the consistent game plan here for Eros.
Heavy mid control trying to be established, but smokes to extinguish these mollies, trying to get out the middle, but there's no flashes to accompany it. And there's nothing to really stop Nero. Irish, though, will put an end to the rampage. Snav, though, extinguishing the molly. He wants to push in above Irish. 34 HP. Snav, aggressive. Fires off! Irish, though, unable to spin in time to react. However, for the Eros camp, you gotta realize that that is one of the cave players. Maybe now would be the best time than ever to pop and execute onto this B site. They're gonna be able to establish Lesser on an aggressive P. And finding Kel overextending. How about Dare? A tag. Forcing him off the angle. Smoke in as well. Dare's off has been locked out. Is there a gap in that? There certainly is. Just a tiny sliver. Now we're seeing pot shots. Looking for Tom at the same time. Lesser going for repeats is gonna find Snav. Dare has to load 10 more back to the game. At the same time, though, Shane will be dealt with. Dare doesn't have a clutch in him. He does not. Instead, it's a less than 3-piece to keep Eros in the lead.
It's a lovely round right there from Lesser, man. Great work from him with the AWP. Finds the entry. Not only that, he tags down the Opper, forces Dare off that line deep from ramp, allows for safe passage into the site. All the work being done on his shoulders right there. He's the one to deliver the finishing blow of that round. And again, now the question lies in, does this become a much needed round for Timbermen in terms of the economy? They cannot afford to give up anything else here. This is already a solid T-side half here for Eros. Anything else they can gather, you have to say, is extra. And Lesser continues to be a big impact. In the flames, he will go down, but still has found his opening.
Perhaps that's the impact they need. It's Kel to reassemble, joining with Nero into cave. Oh, footsteps. Not ready for it, though. Kel keeping headshot percentage high, but the lurk out from Gonzo, it could be big. They might think he's crossed into the site instead, and now they have Dare posted to try and deny any entry. They could certainly pay for this. As they walk in, Irish does overextend. Gonzo never got in a smoke to spawn. And this is I was about to say a superior angle for Nero, but Gonzo still hits the headshot. And now Luck, he's moving in from Donut, but there's an off angle being held in from Shane, tucked away into spawn. Gonna swing out. Did he spot the backpack? He certainly did it. Nades in hand for Luck. And caught with nades in hand. Dare's gonna find him too. You gotta be at their head and hands there if you're Luck. You had a massive opportunity on the Shane, but it goes to waste. 6-all for Timbermen.
Oh, man. So many things could have gone right there for Eros, but just some misfortune in the timing. Can't quite close it out. So Timbermen, they do secure a much needed round in order to keep their economy high, keep the morale high as well. Put Eros onto Tech 9's a big half by in play. Eros has his patented Mac 10, and everyone heading in towards B, looking to be a fast-paced play here with a lot of smokes being thrown down. Everyone heading in towards cave, though.
Moving through, Molly's in. Here's a spray down for Snap. Runs out of bullets, but he's never gone down. That's the biggest thing. Kel also just going to follow up. And 2v5, 1v5. This round is done.
I haven't seen an attempt like that, right? Usually it's just a straight brawl up the ramp if you are looking to make a fast-paced play in this map. That's what is oftentimes the case. Sometimes you run into that cave and there's two players there. There's a molly that can quickly destroy your fast attempt, but you can see why it's not the ideal option. One smoke and running straight through that, it doesn't offer up a lot of trade potential. It's such a narrow bottleneck.
7-6, Timbermen got themselves the lead. Now, in my opinion, though, they're going to need to close out the half. They want something successful here. Right now, everyone's moving through the motions. They're going to be able to post up. Has that scope been heard? Luck could catch Dare unawares at the same time. An angle being played. Dude, that was still a tag on the Shane, believe it or not. from Lesser. Smoke gets tossed in, searching for wall bangs here is Lesser. Actually going to draw back there to the front into the fray.
I believe he was able to land that. That is a very fast reaction. Again, Lesser's been hungry to deliver Eros access points into these rounds here, but Seb's looking to do that now. Pick up the mantle, because he has 2 players on the ramp. They're playing very passive, though. This can afford a quick scale up here from the rest of Eros, who are just waiting to group up on this ramp. Waiting to make their move.
Seb's gonna go for a swing. The flashbang doesn't even need it. He hits the headshot anyways. Kel now holding out wide. The flashes from Nero, providing support, and Kel can get his double kill. Anything more, though? No. Gonzo on entry. Gets him down. Nero, though, still playing aggressively behind him. Smoke dropped in. Luck trying to get away, but only tagged up. Not fragged out. 3v3. But maybe, oh, you just entered in the matrix. You've entered in the zone for Timbermen as Dare fires off 2, takes 2. Gonzo, 1v3. Smoke fading. Gets Nero. Dare fires off a little early, but no headshot connected. The Tech-9's gonna do it for Dare. And that'll be 8-6.
Sure will. Dare finding all of the kills on the retake right there. 2 with the yacht, whips out the Tech-9 to finish the job. And Eros come close to finding some extra credit in this first half, but are still stuck on 6. That's a really good entry right here. Again, they have the right idea. They group up. I think it's just the post play in some of these situations where they're giving themselves chances to win these rounds, but they jump the gun. They try and take duels, and Dare's punishing them. Timbermen are punishing them in these retakes individually.
Out middle. Iris falling out of position. Hero's gonna get it. You know, trying really hard to be config out here is Irish. Can't quite get it done. Can't do it in the same fashion. Oh, trying to sliver of a gap. It somehow doesn't connect.
Okay.
But the smoke spam will. Gonzo out towards middle. It's gonna get ran down by Nero. We're looking at a 9-6 half here. A great resurgence from Timbermen, who have just kind of found the spirit of what an ancient CT side is supposed to be. Hyper aggressive. Lots of smoke spam. Getting it done. Lesser and 7 2v5. Lots of time on the clock to think about this one.
Plenty. First exchange going to be made here in cave, though. They have a good idea. That's might have the jump on him. That's the first headshot. That's the first access point. They have an isolated duel on this B bomb site as well.
I know.
They saw the barrel.
That's huge. This is a 2v5. Turned 2v2. And the bomb will get planted. Safe post-plant positions could be established. You always gotta wonder, where is this potential flank? They're gonna boost up inside of cave. They're just gonna push in. Up top is Seb, and they should know where both these players are. Shane should know. The deal is, though, yes, he gets 2 players. First round. No way he makes this. Oh, of course he does. Shane, a 1v2. That should have been totally won by Eros. And it's going to be a 9-6 half salvaged for the Timbermen.
Oh, no. And look at all the defuses that have taken place in this half, man. 4 of them. 4 successful retakes here from the Timbermen, just keeping up that trend on the CT side. Is that enough cushion? I feel like Eros have given themselves an early enough success. They had a lot of winnable rounds that did fall at the wayside, but still, you're walking in with a 6-round T-side ancient, and that should be pretty exciting.
We're gonna have a game on our hands here. Man, it could have just been so much different. So many advantages here for Eros that could have been capitalized upon. Now heading to the CT side. Pick up a pistol, and we are live. Fast cave aggression. Man setup going on through. Dual Berettas for Seb. It's gonna get the double, and Luck as well. There are 4 guns in 1 cave. And that is what happens. Oh, he has to get the reload off, though. Then he does. 30 more bullets ready for throwdown range, and there you go. Dual Berettas doing all the heavy lifting, and Eros are gonna walk away with their pistol round.
Oh my god, man. What a setup right there. 4 guns, 2 players, and an easy defense offered up right there from Eros. That is phenomenal work. These pistol rounds, so you could tell they had a good idea, a good game plan heading into that one. Again, in classic Timbermen fashion, they're going to just go for a full eco. No bomb plant. So no real chance. Maybe they could get a couple upgrades in the P250s, but I don't really like their odds in this one.
Blocks. I'm gonna let it, you know what? Probably like let this round speak for itself. Blocks.
Block.
Ow.
Oh, P250s. Is that a P250?
And that's why, honestly, it's so worth it buying a P250 on these kind of rounds. That is quite the investment made back. Luck is a corner. Has a teammate right next to him. It's Seb.
Oh.
We'll line up a couple of those. A little messy there, but either way, Seb makes enough money to drop lesser and off, and that's all Eros want.
I was able to collect some checks. It was a nice kill with that P250, but only one. Eros will get the rifles out immediately. Gonzo holding on to the MP9. Lesser with his AWP, his weapon of choice. He's going to go immediately towards A early on. A main. Taking a pretty deep angle here. He's got some good positions. And this will allow for the rest of Eros to take over control. Gonzo inside of the flames. At least he's going to walk away with a 1-for-1. That's quite nice because the rest of his teammates are the ones with the experience. Weaponry, the superior weaponry, rather.
The Irish swinging wide with the FAMAS. 1-for-1, plenty of damage. That's also the bomb showing up on the minimap. Most importantly, for Eros. Lack of information towards middle. This silent approach from Timbermen. Oh, it could net so much. There, it's going to make his way in through cave. Oh, he made one footstep, and that was heard by Lesser. Lesser's where? He's not scoped in is the issue.
Ugh.
And he can't afford to scope in. It's going to have to be some quick scoping action here for Lesser. Oh, he scoped in. He's dead. Oh, it's a quick double kill, and that's the end of this round.
That's like secret agent style. I mean, I'll take the guy on the left, you take the guy on the right. There's the Timbermen game plan in that round. They all just pounce at once, and in that 3v3, it's pretty much played to perfection. There's nothing that Luck can really do. He's too far out of position in a 1v3. Great abuse of space.
And
this is a good spot for Bamboo, though, I will say.
yeah, this is the greatest spot. You know, this is the best map to watch Bamboo grow. Remember,
Better
folks,
than Vertigo.
tell this at the Thanksgiving table. Bamboo grows at 0.000. Sorry, excuse me. 0.00003 kilometers per hour. Actually, it's not 3,000.
Is that 4 zeros?
Yeah, that's 4 zeros. Correct. I was counting on my fingers. Sorry. That means, and it's not 3,000 hours. It is in 30,000 hours. Bamboo will grow 1 kilometer. So, get ready for kilometer-long bamboo.
That would be...
I don't think they grow it to be a kilometer, but I can hope. How about this? Oh, okay. A missed shot from Dare and Luck capitalized. That was the one save rifle, and we'll call that impact. And now the thing is, it forces the hand of the Timbermen. They have to try and make a reaction. They have no mid control. B and, well, it will pay dividends. Nero is able to flick over to find Gonzo. Now, all the smokes do rain, and flashes should be good. There's only a couple USPs that I think actually landed on the counter. Not saying that it's going to push bombs, but still, wait, Luck's M4 pushes in front of the smoke. Okay, 2 on 3. He can get his hands on that M4, though. He won't. I think that's going to call the end of this round into play.
Bomb has been planted.
Just Lesser. 5 and out on a flank. And he has a chance. Did have a chance. This is big for Timbermen right now. This is 2 rounds on the trot. If they win this round, man, this is 2-0 is written all over this thing.
They are building up a pretty decent T side here, I will say. This is the first round. I guess they still have MP9s, right? So I'm still holding on to that. We did get a bit of a bonus for our first gun round, but now we do have a kind of a similar buy. It's slightly lacking in utility. Irish has nothing left. Seb's going for, or rather, Lester's going for a fast movement with the 8 of AP, but mid control is completely conceded. And look where Dare's already got himself tucked into. There's no resistance here. He hasn't made his way through the smoke just yet, but he's planning on doing so very soon.
And one thing I know about Timbermen is they are great at utilizing the space they get. Lots of control into middle. Handed to them. Because he's just... Now, they barely use any utility to even take middle. Now they get to just pressure into red room. They could be in donut. They could be up the B short side. The issue here is, I mean, 2 players to hold on, but no op for Lesser to stop any of this. Not a whole lot of utility either. There's a molly on Gonzo. Now Irish backing away at what could be thought of as just the worst possible time. As 3 players, it is a full 5-man crunch down into the site, and it is only Gonzo here. He needs a hero moment, is what he needs. He's getting crunched from every angle, and he has to swing into 3. And this is what happens when Irish just left him alone, left out to dry. It is Eros who are going to have to go watch the bamboo grow.
Yeah, I mean, they had so much position before Eros even realized it. You've given over full control of mid within seconds of the round. And then they get themselves tucked in towards donut. The amount of scaling, the amount of map control that we were able to grab on Timbermen before Eros even knew was so monumental. And then Gonzo just peeking in, you know, potentially thinking that people are just starting to move in through donut. But 3 players were right on the other end waiting for him to peek like that. And it's just all over from then that on. Wonderful stuff, Luck. Looking to deny the hunt here. We'll find one, but there is kill close by. Yeah, he's been spotted. He does dole out a headshot there at the very least. He does what he does best. He's gonna stay alive.
He's gonna be able to run through and at least snap up the M4. But now the alarm bells are ringing. There are a couple holes in the ship here for Eros. Money has run down to a minimum. They are going to have to take an eco. This round becomes must win. Genuinely speaking, 13-8 right now for Timbermen, and the money. This is a clean round win for Timbermen. Like, for the finances are about to be out of control right now. They gotta fight for space here for Eros. They gotta take initiative. And starting off, they do, but both the rifles are just immediately dropped on the floor. Lesser caught in transition, and 7 to cave. The A site overrun. Luck stuck in cave. A nade from Gonzo might be something. Kel very low. Irish providing support. Maybe the rifles weren't needed this whole time. Maybe it's the pistols that can do it. It has to be Shane in a 1v2. Who needs rifles? You got pistols. Luck picks up that M4, and he's going to make a long rotate around.
This is a very quick rotate. Almost certainly going to catch Shane off guard. He thinks he's coming from the ramp. Little does he know he's making his way already through CT spawn. Shane's going to commit. Not even faking it out. But again, Luck's going to get some forward positioning on this. Oh, he spotted.
Both players spot each other. Flash is thrown in. Shane trying to buy himself space. Luck is armorless. Keep that in mind. The molly thrown behind the pillar. Smoked out right now is Luck, and now time begins to become a factor. And Shane, this is a filthy way to play a 1 versus 1. He has just faded himself away into the back lines, and Luck, I'm not sure there's a way he can win this. There isn't. But so close there for Eros. So close to an opportunity to reel yourself back in. But it's not meant to be.
Yeah, came down to a 1v2 right there, but Shane, the pretty big brain play to close things out, denying that chance from Luck, who also had some good moves of his own, but just not enough. No chance as the numbers get punched in. That forces the hand of Luck, really. Full buy-in, And this does become, you know, necessary territory. You have to be closing out on these rounds. Timbermen are getting closer and closer to that 16 mark. We talk about that CT side being pretty easy to work with, but they're getting pretty close to dropping it. Luck with the spam is going to kick things off, though.
Oh. Playing with fire, though, is Irish. And now Dare is just such a deadly angle. And that's why you cannot rotate off the site. Seb doesn't realize it. Punished quickly. Timbermen do have a feel on how to play this map. We had some questions going into this about they haven't played in such a while. Gone from play. And, well, seems like they are up to the task.
We have a couple answers back. Started off so nice, but could come collapsing here. Full executed. And Timbermen are showing their strength here on Ancient. Utility raining on in. It leaves Luck with full HP. Isolated from his teammates. So also just land a spam. And he could spam him down to the wall. He can deny this plant, but it's off the mark.
They're going to be able to get the plant in. Big issue here for Eros. No utility and a glass cannon off that has to retake. For many, that is just a death sentence. The forward angle here from Kel surely catches some players off guard. But the thing is, too many targets to face, and Luck, big kill to find for Kel. Big defuse, tossed on in, and Lesser's able to hold the line. Dare, 1v3, and he's just going to save it. He is going to let them have the defuse. Eros will have the defuse. They will fight for another day, and, wish you hit that if you dare.
No kidding, but a lovely retake from Eros. It keeps themselves afloat. And a round that could have added so many different complications to it. They start things off with an opening pick, but then it's a 3-on-4. Off some overextension, off of some nice picks from Timbermen. So the fact that they're able to close out a round like that probably shouldn't have gone their way. Pretty monumental.
Now though, ooh, okay, fantastic nade, slowing down the Timbermen as they speed up B short. Really though, the emphasis here is Dare scoped up. Oh, he is looking through the cardboard too. That is an AWP. Kind of limited vision, and whoa, look at this from Luck trying to hunt him down. In the meantime though, it's Lesser from Donut catching the walkout mid. Big deal, but that's not where the emphasis is. First time in this game that they're putting in a little bit of an A-side walk.
Much more confident approach right now from Eros and some of the map control that they're taking, but they gotta be careful. Oh, Luck is gonna be blindsided. This is so unreal. Nero with the perfectly timed play. That's completely sold the fake. They've all vacated the A bomb site. It's completely wide open. Shane's gonna take that chance to strike. They're past the upline as well.
Oh, but Lesser understands this. Lesser understands that they could be past this. And the molly goes in. That confirms it. Gonzo in the meantime has dropped Kel, and you gotta realize the bomb is taking forever to get into position. So Dare needs to hold out to get that bomb into position. Eros can still deny this. Lesser pushing forward. Had a chance on the Dare. Fire out the shot, but no connection. Shane commands the takedown, but Irish runs through the smoke right into him. But no, Gonzo from Donut. They can't stop the plant, but he can stop Shane. Dare still holding the line. Needs to be baited out. A perfect flashbang is thrown into position. He's forced out of it. Tagged down by the op of Lesser. Still fighting. Are Eros to hold on to this game, but a big shot there from Dare. Trying to hold out, but Lesser to deny. A 1v1, but Nero is going to deny the rest of Eros and might have sunk their chances here in Denver. As it's Timbermen up 14-9, and they have snapped that economy for Eros.
That's an incredible clutch right there, man. Lesser putting up some heroic efforts, but this is the catalyst for it all. Nero just lurking out of the smoke, making the boldest of plays. And completely selling that B fake, man. They thought it was going to be completely B-sided, but it's all towards A. The main form of approach is a piss around. I think they're feeling a concession of series point here.
Certainly are. Timbermen aren't going to let this type of round go. getting pushed in from all sides now. Irish too. Up top with the platform. Not going to be tested though. Instead, they're on the B side already.
Thing to Timbermen's credit is they just really have not given over any sort of eco rounds almost ever. They have such a high conversion rate on rounds like these. This is going to be another one to add to the tally, not allowing for any damage to be done. And so Eros, they need to get 6 rounds in a row to keep themselves in standing. Otherwise, they will be exiting Denver in 3rd place.
Yeah, and this is what happens when Timbermen have the wind in their sails. This is, you know, when you aren't absolutely collapsing off of losing out on a 15-7 lead just yesterday. This is the Timbermen that was expected to play at this tournament. They were honestly probably one of the favorites for this. Good reason. Tag on to Seb to start off. Dare's going to flee the scene, and Eros definitely left uneasy after that. And though, oh my god, that spam is so massive. So much damage dealt from Luck. The wall bangs. Almost 200 damage, but unbelievably no kills.
Still have all 5 alive right now. That might be unconfirmed damage, but more done, man. They are just dwindling the HP bars of Timbermen. Everyone's low. 4 players below 50. This is not a fun round at all. If you are, like Timbermen, trying to find your way into this B bomb site, it's going to just be a meat grinder here.
Players in the cave. That smoke trying to isolate the fight, but it's not going to do it at all. Seb finds the initial headshot, and Luck will double up. Can Eros live to fight another day here? I think it might be a reality. Shot to connect. Gonzo's does. Gonzo's going to line them up. Eros. We're not exiting Denver just yet.
5 in a row is required now. They're able to pass the first hurdle. Second one would potentially break the economy of Timbermen as well, so maybe that can build up some encouragement. This is a position Eros have been in on Vertigo versus the very same team. In fact, even worse. They've been down worse than this. They've been able to claw back. This is a Timberman in form right now. Big control. He's going to be taken very early on. Double up. We'll see if it's the right reaction, but for now, Gonzo's just forced to spam through the smoke.
That might, they might not expect it here for Timberman. They might not expect that double op, and exactly that. Yeah. They think they can take that line here for Dare. They think they're running only a single. And it's a perfect bait. But now the Timbermen are wise to it. That trick might only work once here. First things first, they actually need the round. Irish spamming out, could not find Nero immediately. Actually going to continually take the fight. Trying to get a little bit weaselly there as Nero, but not happening. Now turning this back into the A play.
Oh no!
Oh no! Caught with nades in hand, Lesser falls, and Shane, he just takes the A site for himself.
Unbelievable. And that's confirmed. That's a quick headshot. Irish falling. That's disgusting. Shane is single-handedly taking control of A. He gets Utilia down to confirm it. He's creating so much space right now. The rotation's arriving on towards this A site. He even gets a donut smoke in. His teammates can arrive free of charge. No questions asked. And Shane continues to hold down the line at the moment.
Right now, Eros are already preparing their retake, but I mean, you can see that Seb is already so far away from the site. Is it really going to end here in this round where it looks so good? Snav, though, falls. Shane has revealed his position, so he's about to get outflanked, surely. Gonzo, though, it's an AWP up close, it'll do. Count 1v3 to end Eros on the spot, and it will not happen. It will be a retake. Despite the heroics from Shane, Eros are still fighting.
Oh, man. A lot went right there for Timbermen, and yet still Eros able to pull off the retake. I mean, they had timing after timing. Shane hit a very nice second shot, but that kill into Lesser's not going to be something you can consistently find, right? You're not going to catch that level of timing again. So failing to capitalize on that has to be a bit of a brutal blow. They're going for a half by here in this one, though. AK and Nero, they'll go for the heroics. The rest of the team going to be on to pistols. These are the rounds that Timbermen can make scary with the Deagles in hand.
Double op setup. We see Lesser. Where is he taking this AWP? He's going to turn that into caves, and this pays some dividends. Of course, it is Tech 9 running, and without a flash, without a smoke, it's going to be an easy one on the snap for Lesser.
It's a hot start. And he's going to continue to hold the line. He has opportunities for much, much more. They're just going to phase this smoke, but I think he's going to be bested. Oh my god, he's right by. Oh my god, he's still past him. He's going to push through the smoke, and okay, now he'll finally merge.
That was a bit of an oddball affair. Luck finds a way to get stamped through the walls. These are odd. 2 guns armed for these 2 remaining players. But they are boxed in.
Couple of guns. I mean, Eero is on the AWP, could provide some damage, but it's not going to be easy. Bomb's still in the hands of the T's as well, so that's going to create some complications as the timer goes lower and lower. They do have a cutoff, though. They have Irish worked out towards mid covering towards A as well. So it has to be a B-side commitment, and they realize sticking in. And Eero's found a first. That draws out attention from Gonzo. He has to hit a flick. He has, and he's been spotted out as well.
What on earth is this from Nero? No, not like this. It can't end here for Eros like this in Denver. There is a fast flank coming in through from Irish. It needs to be quick. Low HP on Shane. Okay, you will be finished. Nero, a tag landed too. The op spinning between various different angles. Needs to try and get a fight and quickly. And the shot will not connect there for Nero. Just too many angles to handle. Well played and well disciplined to be able to navigate that 2v2. But still, it should have never gotten to that point. Stressful here for Eros. They are clawing back at every round they can. 3 rounds for overtime.
There is no easy round at this point for Eros, but they are closing them out. They're adding those numbers to the tally. They're getting closer and closer to overtime here, and the confidence has to be building. This double up has been a pretty nice reaction. While scary in certain occasions, it's still been working out. Lester's been finding a bit of multi-kills. Gonzo the same. Here's where more rifle rounds are going to lie in for Timbermen. They have the weapons utility to back themselves up.
Gonzo's going to opt out of that A site. Lester's going to return to his cave action. Smoke to extinguish. Oh, luck. Oh, that's filthy. Absolutely fine snap. Perfectly infrared on that AK, and Lesser 2 on the B side dealing with the lurk there, though, up into Donut.
Oh, no.
Oh, and Irish doesn't seem to be aware of this. It is actual ring. Oh. He's made a footstep. He's made a second footstep. Irish seems to can't hear it. Sometimes stuff on land, you just can't hear it, man.
That's exactly what that was. He had no idea he was getting pressed in upon. Gonzo needs to strike, and he's alone on A right now.
Perfect, though. Perfect shot on the dare. Repositions, looking back in the cave. Catches the grenade, but that doesn't matter. He's landing tags, and he'll land a second one, too. Gonzo's done what he's needed. Goal, we could be demanding all 30 rounds. Very, very short. 1v4. Does dodge on the off shot, but the re-peek, of course, from Lesser. 15-13, and there's an eco coming up for Timbermen.
Has to be in the back of their minds that they've been here before, and they've fallen to Eros in the same fashion, right? And so maybe there's some choking taking place here from Timbermen. Again, we've seen them kind of capitulate thereafter the choke. Nero's gone for a full force, but the rest of his team not so interested in doing so. So you can already see some frustration, some miscommunication taking place here. And those are some worrying signs, that's for sure. A little bit eager to close as Nero. The rest of the team not going to follow suit.
Gonzo, though, this is a place that you just simply cannot blind. He's even going to go for reads. One by one, they walk into his scope, but cannot hit the third. That is actually an op dropped over to Dare. That is a lethal prospect. Bomb's going to get the for snap. Could he get spammed down through the smoke? It's not connecting. The digits are in. For the Timbermen. Dare's off. Respawn. Almost lands a tag. Almost finds Lesser. Repositioning all towards the triple box. A smoke to play around. Time beginning to tick. A smoke into A main. Nero boosted up and catch Lesser with nades in hand. And they're going to try and end it here. One more player. It has to be Luck. In a 1v2, he knows where the players are. He's going to wrap around. He needs this 1v1. Snap just looking to play for time. He'll find the headshot. Does he have it, though?
Oh, my God. I don't know. It could be wraps.
It is. It's over in Denver for Eros as Timbermen stopped the comeback. They'll take it 2-0, but you know they're wiping that sweat off their brow. It almost happened again, but they'll do it on a half-bite call. Timbermen are off to the grand finals.
That was a fitting image for the closing of that round, wiping the sweat off the brow. Right there is the Timbermen as they close things out in close fashion.
Come on, Nero.
Oh, no surprise there, right? I mean,
sure, bud.
Is that a shocker with these guys? Not
Absolutely
at all.
Not. Anyhow. Oh, we're back. And well, yeah, that's a wrap here for Eros here in Denver. Honestly, well, they gave us a show. Honestly, they've given us only thrillers throughout this bracket, and that was just yet another one. The comeback attempt almost coming through for them. But it is Timbermen who do move on to the grand finals at the end of the day.